Solving quadratic equations by completing the square. In this lesson, you should be able to solve quadratic equations using completing the square. It was a sunny Saturday morning, a day when the math club of AAS MNHS had a great time together. They all decided to go to Sombrero Island. While having fun, their math teacher interrupted and asked them if they want to visit other islands in Batangas. They all excitedly said yes. But their advisor challenged them, saying, "Okay, you will only be allowed to visit other islands here in Batangas, like Sepok Islands, if you will be able to answer all the questions engraved in every stone." The advisor asked them, "Are you ready?" And they answered in chorus, "Yes." What must be added to x squared minus 4x plus blank to make it perfect square trinomial? What must be added to n squared plus 6n plus blank to make it perfect square trinomial? What must be added to r squared minus 12r plus blank to make it perfect square trinomial? What must be added to y squared plus 7y plus blank to make it perfect square trinomial? What must be added to m squared plus 30m plus blank to make it perfect square trinomial? You got the correct answer. Welcome to Sepok Island. Before we continue our lesson, let's have an activity first. The title of the activity is Transform into. You already completed the perfect square trinomial. What you're going to do is transform it into square of binomial. I will give you 3 minutes to answer the activity. Completing the square is where you take a quadratic equation like this and turn into this. I can tell you that D equals B over 2A and E equals C minus B squared over 4A. Say we have a simple expression like x squared plus bx. Having x twice in the same expression can make it hard. What can we do? Well, with a little inspiration from geometry, we can convert it like this. As you can see, x squared plus bx can be rearranged nearly into a square and we can complete the square. In algebra, it looks like this. So by adding the quantity of b over 2 squared, we can complete the square. And the quantity of x plus b over 2 raised to the second power has x only once, which is easier to use. Solving general quadratic equations by completing the square. To solve quadratic equation by completing the square, just divide the whole equation by a first, then carry on. Now, we can solve a quadratic equations in 5 steps. I have two examples to show you how to solve the equations by using complete. Step 1. Move quadratic term and linear term to left side of the equation. Step 2. Find the term that completes the square on the left side of the equation. Add the term to both sides. Step 3. Factor the perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation. Simplify the right side of the equation. Step 4. Take the square root of each side. Step 5. Set up the two possibilities and solve. For example number 2, again, step 1, move quadratic term and linear term to left side of the equation. Step 2, find the term that completes the square on the left side of the equation. Add the term to both sides. Step 3, factor the perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation. Simplify the right side of the equation. Step 4, take the square root of each side. Step 5. Set up the two possibilities and solve. Do you want to go to Tingloy Island? You want to visit the Masasa Beach? Try to answer this expression for additional tour. For the answer on the activity, for enrichment activity, what is the missing constant term in the perfect square that starts with x squared plus 8x? The answer is 16. Rewrite the equation by completing the square. The answer is the quantity of x plus 3 squared equals 16 plus 9. Rewrite the equation by completing the square. The answer is complete the square to rewrite this expression in the form of the quantity of x plus a squared plus b, the quantity of x minus 1 squared plus quantity of 17 minus 1. Number 1, x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Number 2, 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals 0. Number 3, x squared minus 2x minus 2 equals 0. Number 4, x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. The answers are: how did I get the values of D and E? Start with divide the equation by A. Put C over A on other side. Add the quantity of B over 2A squared to both sides. Complete the square. Now, bring everything back to the left side, to the original multiple A of x squared, and you will notice that we got A times the quantity of x plus d squared plus E equals 0, where D equals B over 2A and E equals C minus B squared over 4A.